Hello everybody, welcome back to this channel. I want to give you an inside scoop on what it's like owning a retail store. See, we got Felicia here. It's very dark. Oh, there we go. Okay, so to give you a quick picture, we've done this for about 7 years now, and it's a grocery store, as you can see from where I'm standing. But if you've ever wanted to open a retail store, this is the video and the channel for you. And basically we go in the ins and outs of what it's like to be a store owner. Now I know in 2024 many people are not looking and they're not as excited to open retail anymore, but I could tell you that while it is a grind, you can still find a niche that works and you can make a comfortable living. Now, how are you gonna get rich from this store? Absolutely not. But if you enjoy what you're doing and you can pay your bills and yourself, that's pretty much what matters. And then you go from there and start building other avenues of revenue, etc. But for this video, I want to touch base on what it's actually like to run a shop every single day. So this is the day in the life of a grocery store owner.
So you have to know, I am not a huge morning person, so I'm not someone that will sleep in till like noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but I just do not like getting out of bed at 6 or 7 in the morning. So I will try to squeeze in every last second in my bed until I actually have to get up and get ready to go. But then I come here and I set up, and one of the first things I have to do is make us coffee, because I am dependent on coffee. I cannot start my day and be happy without coffee, like every adult, pretty much.
I know a lot of people are curious on how much things cost, how much people make in this business, and in general, this channel is about money, so we should be able to discuss money. So let me get this out of the way. This space is 1,600 square feet. We operate in Canada. We spent about $60,000 to start this business. We added quite a bit more over the years, like probably another 40, but that's how much it took to get started. And I know a lot of people wonder how much it takes, but it really depends on your location, the size of your store. But for this personal video, for me, it was $60,000 to start. Now, how much we make after 7 years, like I told you, this is not a business that you're gonna get rich in, but it can be okay. So me, I take $60,000 as a salary from this store. Felicia takes a little less because she's a real estate agent now. She takes about 30. So all in all, we're taking about 100,000 out of the pot from this store. After all expenses, after everything else is paid, we do make some money here. Okay, and we don't pay for groceries, so that's always a bonus. Let me summarize what it's like to be a store owner in a few sentences. One, you need to stay in front of people as much as possible, because people will forget about you week to week. I'm telling you, if we don't market ourselves correctly on social media, we see a drop in sales 20%. You need to stay relevant 100%. And two, the game is finding what brings people in. Once you find why people come to you, then you have your biggest question. Why do I exist? Why do people come to my store? So for me, my answer to that is the convenience. There's no store that sells grocery in a 5-kilometer radius around me. Number two, I carry a lot of different things that you can't find anywhere that specialize in certain diets like gluten-free, keto, vegan, and I carry a lot of exotic snacks that you can't find anywhere. So those are the reasons I find my customers come to me. The biggest one is convenience. With that being said, while I built this business, I'm excited to announce my marketing agency that I built legitimately in the back room of this business. So if you ever had any questions about building a small business or marketing your current small business, email me in the description down below. I'll put my personal email in there. We can connect that way. I'll put the website to my marketing agency down there. If you ever had any questions or want any help or marketing strategies, please email me and we can connect that way.
So I spend a lot of my time at the front here. I am the person that cashes everybody out, which I do enjoy 98% of the time. I do find myself to be very social, especially with our regular customers. I've really gotten to know a lot of our customers, and just like on a more personal level than them just being our customers at the store.
And this video and any video on this channel is not to discourage anyone from starting their own retail store, but to show you the realistic side on exactly what you can expect from running a small store like this. We try to be as transparent as possible, and I don't like to sugarcoat anything or tell you things that are not true or glamorize, you know, entrepreneurship like you'll find on many channels or Instagram reels, where they only show you how much you can make, how easy it is for other people, and they're never doing it themselves. 99% of the people that push side hustles have never actually done those side hustles. They're just regurgitating information that they find, and that's not what I want to do here. Any business I want to talk about, I've done, I've tried, I've, you know, either done well at or failed at, and I'm open to tell you that no matter what. So yeah, this channel is small business related, but we're not going to sugarcoat it or try to make you feel good or anything like that, because there's nothing easy about being in business. Legitimately, it's hard for a reason, because it is against anything you've ever been taught, right? You're supposed to go to school, get a 9-to-5 job and a salary, and retire after 40 years. You're not supposed to open up small businesses and, you know, hopefully grow them or sell them off and start other things where you can find some sort of freedom. That's not what you're supposed to do. That's why it's difficult. This business is a great entry business. You will meet a lot of people in your city. You will meet a lot of small business owners in your city. You will find other opportunities through this store. For example, I always say it on this channel, Felicia found maybe over $1 million worth of real estate sales simply by talking to customers here. And now she's working with other landlords who rent spaces similar to this. So there's a lot of networking that comes through a small store like this that you would never imagine. All of the suppliers that I use, I've contacted to see if they want any marketing done through my agency. Other small business owners I've contacted to see if they want any marketing done with my agency. And we do have some fresh new clients that came through this store. So when you really put it into perspective, this is a good entry-level business to get your name out there and start your entrepreneurship journey. Yes, it doesn't come easy, it doesn't come cheap, and most of your weekends will never be the same again. But understand that it's not a one-to-one equation. Just because you put in $1 doesn't mean you're gonna get $2. You're gonna be spending a lot of money up front to have a long-term business, because this is the type of business that it has a long shelf life of customers. Your customers will keep coming back to you over and over, and you'll build regular customers over the years that will stick with you. It's like having subscribers on this channel. You know, these people are loyal. They're gonna be eating food and coming to your store probably till the day they die, or unless they move away, or, you know, you really piss them off or something. But you have a long life on the customer, so understand that it's a long-term investment. It takes a lot of sweat equity, but it truly can pay off in other ways, not just looking at your salary. The first thing I'm going to tell you about opening a retail store is you cannot compete on pricing. Like, you'll never be able to be at the prices of your Walmarts, your Costco's, your big box stores. So you need to differentiate. You need to create a customer experience that they can't get anywhere else. So usually it helps if the owner's running the store, it's pretty adamant that, you know, you're gonna try to do your best. So when someone walks in, you know, greet them, hi, how are you, ask about their day, and get to know their name. And when you can address someone by name, it changes the whole game of a customer experience. People don't go into Walmart or Costco and get addressed by name. They're pumping them out like cattle. They're just throw things on shelves and hopefully people buy them and get out as fast as you can. It's a volume game. This type of small retail store, no matter what it is, you need to create a different experience Let people sample things. You got the nice music playing, which I don't have right now actually. You greet people by name. You're friendly. You're bringing products that they ask for. You're personal on your social media. You create a story in your social media. You don't just advertise products. You really need to find a way to stand out in this market. This is a very crowded market and retail is dying, but you can still make a comfortable living. So if you do it right, it can work. If you do it wrong, well, then you're investing a lot of money with a prayer, and this is not the type of business that you can just sit back and watch. There's nothing passive about this business. This is a 24/7 hour grind that you need to make work no matter what, because unfortunately the products that I have, they expire. So you need to be constantly busy, because if you're not, you have more problems. You have expiry dates, you have waste, you have to figure out what to do with the waste. It's a whole nother thing you don't want to get involved with. And you will. Of course there's going to be waste, but you want to limit that waste by being as busy as possible.
So on top of just talking all day, I do actually do other things as well. I do deal with phone calls for like product inquiries. I deal with sales reps. I deal with deliveries. And there's just so much more that goes on into owning a business like this than what you think. You have to make sure the shelves are stocked. You have to bring in new products that, you know, are just appealing to your customers, and you just obviously have to advertise as well. So that's another thing that I have to add. I do a lot of Instagram marketing, as well as Ray with his marketing business. He pretty much has really taken over the marketing for the most part. I used to do it, to be honest, a lot more, but with my real estate career, I've had to take a step back.
So in general, in a business like this, you're going to be doing everything from plunging the toilet to coming up with the marketing. It's a small business for a reason. You may be able to have some people help you run the tills or stock the shelves, but know that you'll be wearing a lot of different hats. You'll probably have 100 tasks to do per day, and if you get to 50 of them before you get a customer who is very entitled or rude, is going to be a surprise. So understand that you're going to work your ass off for pennies for the first few years, but eventually being your own boss will outweigh any of that. And there's going to be a lot of downtime, there's going to be slow days, there's going to be days you wish you never did this. But in general, I can tell you that it will be one of the most satisfying and things that really fulfill you like no other career that you never really wanted could do. Keep that in mind when you plan out your store. This is going to be a long-term battle. It's not something that you can just try for a few months. This doesn't go away just because you don't want to do it anymore. It doesn't go away. Either you sell it or close it and lose money, or you sell it for a profit, whichever way. But just because, you know, if you start a job you don't like, you can quit and find another job. This comes with 5-year leases, a lot of investment, a lot of personal guarantees with lawyers. It's a whole thing that just because you don't want to do it anymore, it doesn't go away. So this is all in no matter what. And financially you're all in too. So understand that whether you want to do this or not, once you're in for a while. I'm gonna end this video here, guys. Thanks for watching this. As always, it's nice to keep it real and raw, and that's what we do on this channel, and I hope you enjoy it.